that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the top.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Here we go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14.
4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
First and 10, it's Patterson. He'll take this to the 46. The Falcons at 10-4 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Ready. Throw, 52.
They'll look to throw here. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw again. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Max Crosby in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now Jones. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Throwing Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Daniel Jones taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Buccaneers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point put through by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Bird to return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Ready up. Trouble 38. You kill it.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point up and good by Succa. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. If you try to go first, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st downs. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Here's Jones on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there.
After the sack on 1st down, Jones.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal. And
he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first. They'll give it to Patterson. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Options galore here, second and a few inches.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
And complete to Drake London. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Olamide Zaccheaus, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Richie Grant.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Cool for the extra point.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Jones throwing on first down. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Let's see now, Charles, that's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Zacchaeus here, hauling it in. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Back to throw here.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And, Brandon, nowadays, your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be
And my goodness, another interception. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
Straight ahead, Patterson. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. A good decision in the end to pull and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The full start backs him up 5. First and 15. They're going to look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here just past the 25.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting negative.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Jones. Try to lay one up deep. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 39 that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got his man. It's White. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, this is something I may never understand. I don't get why a quarterback under duress who has a chance to get rid of the ball and save the yardage keeps it and runs out of bounds. Instead of an incomplete pass and no loss of yardage, it's a 3-yard loss.
To throw again on second down, Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Daniel Jones with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Bird to return from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth.
And second.
Back to throw again. Complete to Zacchaeus.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Ready. Huckle.
Now back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Dallas Goedert, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing Jones.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. 2nd down and goal. Jones, and in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Buccaneers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Bird to return from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day,
You both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense.